Yo, 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 what is up, guys? It's Zekyga bringing you commentary with this game called Dragoness. I know a lot of you probably heard of this game before. This game is probably like one of the most interesting games. It's just sad that the fact that this game is gender locked. I hate the game because of that. That's the only reason I didn't play it. But I'm not going to sit here and doubt the game because of what it is. I'm hearing that like in Dragoness 2 that the game might not be in gender locked. Hey, that'd be cool. I don't know if Dragoness 2 is coming out because I'm not like, hardcore game of like Dragoness. But if it does come out, that'd be kind of great. Playing a game that's not gender locked, man, that'd be so much fun. I like that, but also I don't like that at the same time. Like, I need to just like start playing the game just because of what it is. I don't care if I'm like a chick. So what? Like, this is gonna piss me. That's not like it's gonna be a big problem about it. Like, it's just a game. That's all I can say. One thing I like the most is about this intro. This is so cool. I like how they got this game set up. Now, let's get started on the characterization screen. Look at this. Right now, there's a total of 6 classes that you probably never heard of. Now, we're gonna go to the first class, Kylie. That's what I call her. First off, she basically uses a fan and chakrams. She also branches off into a screamer and a dancer. Now, which I think is probably the most interesting class. This is a screamer because one, she uses dark magic. It looks like she uses dark magic. She over here using claws and like ghost gates and spirit wolf, like which is probably the most interesting about it. While dancer, she's the strength class of this class because screamer basically she uses INC. She's not like a strength person, but she uses like strength. Like, she doesn't use strength like a dancer, but the dancer mainly uses a chakram. If you didn't know that, and if you don't know what a chakram is, it's like a knuckle, but it's not a knuckle because it's kind of like what was the game I used to play? I think it was. No, it's not Blazing Soul. I never played a game before. I need to play it when it comes out finally. But it was like, I forgot the name of the game. It was one of my old games I used to play. But let's get on back to the next class. Back on topic. Now, the next class is the sorceress. If you don't know what a sorceress is, I'm pretty sure it's in the name. But first off, sorceress, I want to say they uses a book or a wand. I'm just going to assume. Now, sorceress branches off into a elementalist and a mystic. Probably one of the interesting class out of these two is probably a mystic. That's me because she also uses dark magic. Elementalist uses, it's in the name. She uses elements, not just one element, but more than one. Fire and ice at the moment. I'm guessing she only uses fire and ice at the moment because it clearly says right there, Elementalist is the master of fire and ice, combining these two powerful skills types to obliterate her foes, which is pretty cool. One skill that really catches my attention would probably have to be the hot rod. She basically just goes around her enemy, and whoever steps into the fire basically gets burned, which is pretty, like, I want to say ironic, but it's not, because it's pretty common. If you step in fire, of course you're gonna get burned. My other favorite is probably the frozen spikes. I never played with her. It's just like I like the way they look. They catches my eye. Now we're gonna go to Mystic. Mystic, they uses black hole. This is probably like one of my favorite skills I've seen. It basically draws your opponent into a hole because that's what a black hole basically does. Gravity Crush, it basically makes your opponent hits the ground and can't stand up. It's on the field for like 3 seconds, but they can't stand up for the duration of the skill. That's basically it. I don't really like this one that much. Shoots 9 lasers at the targets 4 millimeters away. And the spectrum rate, I like it, but it looks like it has a blind spot. All you gotta do is stay in the middle and you're good. But I don't think so, because this guy, he gets hit, but he doesn't get as much damage like the other ones does. So if you see somebody use a spectrum ray, try to stay in the middle. You can see like he can just go back in it for more, while everybody else is just getting hit from the side, like like shit. Alright, next class we're going to is the warrior. If you never heard of warrior, it's probably in the motherfucking name. He's a strength class. He specializes in strength and vitality. He's supposed to be a beginner class. Now, the thing that you guys didn't know is sorceress is an intermediate class. So she's hard to use, but she's really not. Now, warriors, they're a beginner, which kind of sucks because it makes their class seem too easy. I wouldn't put it past it because, like, you know, some classes are not all that easy. It may seem like it's easy, but they branched off into a swordsman and a mercenary. Now, swordsman gets to use like different types of skills, which is quite interesting to me. They use like hacking stance, which basically they swipe as long as they can, and then they can go into a frenzy charge. They basically just rush forward and hit you, whoever's in front of them. Then they use cyclone slash, which basically sum up a cyclone, and that cyclone, whoever's inside of the cyclone gets tossed up into the air. Half moon slash, they sit there and charge it, and then when they feel like it's ready, they unleash the powerful attack, and then bam, you basically fly backwards. Mercenary. Alright, mercenary, they're a pretty unique class. They don't just use a freaking sword, they use hammers or an axe, which catches my eye. They seem like they're pretty slow though. It's like, but they pack a powerful punch because the fact that they're slow. The one skill that catches my eye out of all of them would probably have to be, I want to say, the rolling attack. I like how that's set up, you know, just like, you know, you're sitting there and then get the fuck out of my way type shit. But next class we're gonna go into is the archer class. Now, this class is, you know, probably the most agile class in the game for one reason. It's an archer. That's basically my friend right now. He's my friend. Basically, he loves playing with bows and arrows. Like, you know, he want to be a master of bows and arrows. But the one skill out of, well, hold up, archers branches off into a sharpshooter and an acrobat. The difference between the sharpshooter and the acrobat: sharpshooter mainly focuses on their, like, you know, arrows and stuff, while an acrobat, like, they uses their arrows and stuff, but they also, like, it's like at the same time they use kicks also. Like, they try to incorporate kicks instead of just using their arrows. Like, their kicks are like their primary, while their arrows are like, you know their assistant attack. Alright, sharpshooter, one of their skills that catches my eye the most is probably the guiding missile. Basically, which is the thing about it that catches like my eye about it. It's like you could be running away from somebody could be extremely fast or something, and all you gotta do is use guiding missile and it'll catch them, unless they're that fast that they outrun the fucking arrows. But if they did, that'd be crazy. They also have rapid shot, rains of arrows, which basically shoots a bunch of arrows in the air that basically lands on the target. And then they got the aerial chain shot. Now, acrobats, they probably the one interesting, like, you know, move they have will probably have to be, I want to say, yeah, it's probably have to be the cyclone kick, because it's just like the fear you win towards the end, because they basically kick them up in the air and then type shit. You know, it's just going to be amazing. Like, it's an amazing skill to see. You know, they kick them up in the air and they spin with it, which is probably like interesting to me. Now, the hardest character supposedly in the game is a cleric. They use this a mace. I think it was something else. A mace. I want to say a wand. I'm not sure. I'll have to check more into that. But they use a mace and a shield at the moment. They have two classes they branch off into, which is a paladin and a priest. Now, a priest would probably be my class because I want to try something new. So I've never been a supporter class, so I'm gonna try it out one day. But paladins, they basically have so many So many cool looking skills that, like the one that catches my eye is the divine punishment, which basically reflects damage back at the enemy temporarily. The amount is calculated based on the damage you wouldn't taken without you would have taken without defense or buff, which is crazy. Conviction aura, it's pretty interesting, but that's just not me, because it's like increases all it does is increases your light damage and your resistance of party members within 10 meters. It's good, and it's good. It's like, to me, it's good, but it's not good. But it's probably actually really good than it actually seems. It's a buff, so it's probably good. Another one is the electrical smite that actually, you know, he jumps up into the air and then smash the ground, while at the same time you have a chance of getting the opponent electrocuted. So that's pretty amazing, especially shield charge too. Alright, priest, they made all the skills they about to show that it's like, there's only 2 skills that's actually pretty interesting to me, which is my favorite, the detonate. Detonates all nearby enemies who are electrocuted, which will come in handy. Like, say for instance, like I'm teamed up with a paladin and they get electrocuted, I use detonate and then bam, they done. Another thing, they have the, you know, this class heals and stuff, heals and buff. Healing relic, I like how they got like a little, I want to say a staff comes out the ground and start healing you, which is pretty cool, but you got to be inside a radius, I'm guessing. You can't be like all the way over there, like, oh, he's healing me. Nah, you got to be inside the radius to keep everything in motion. Now let's go back. The last one is the Tinker class. I don't know why I got an extra ER, but yes, the Tinker class specializes in agility and intellect, which they branched off into an engineer and an alchemist. I will probably want to be, let's see, I'm pretty sure I probably want to be an alchemist. I like the engineer, they have some cool looking skills, but the one that really catches my eyes out of the engineer, it will probably have to be the super ball, which basically is summon a ball that bounces off the enemies, and if there's another enemy around it, it gets hit by it, so the ball like lasts a long time. So like, say for instance you got a crowd of enemies, you just all you gotta do is super ball and all type shit, because it's really interesting. Chemical warfare drops like a nuke like type, like it's funny because it's like enemy nuke inbound, it's over. And then they summon like a little cannon, quake one, something like that. It's like a turn that shoots cannons and rape shit. Now, then, oh, this is probably one of my favorite ones. Gravity grenade basically pulls your enemy towards the center of the explosion, and which I think is basically like the black hole. The alchemist is like injects the ground with an explosive bubble, causing it to detonate in the line, which is like pretty cool. So like, you know, you got up a lot of enemies, just use that, and then bam, they go flying. Now this is probably probably the funniest one, because it's like, it's Master Hand from fucking Super Smash Bros. Like, I forgot what game he's actually from, but that's cool to see. Like, it looks like, but like I was saying, like, I really like this class because of that one skill, because like, it's cool because like, it's like Master Hand, man. That's crazy. And then they got the poison pop. It summons it launches a gigantic poison bubble and poison the enemy, which you don't really see much, like, you know, poison class skills. Like, you don't really see that, which really catches my eye the most. And then it has like a toxic spill, causes a chemical reaction to poison enemies, unleashing a massive explosion. Like I said, you don't really see that many poison type classes. You probably have to get the element, but you don't really see that. So that will probably be it of the character creation screen, guys. I hope you enjoyed this little commentary I brought for you. I hope I was probably enthusiastic as I used to be. I'm still trying my best. Next video will probably be the gameplay alone, so it's probably going to be over my cleric, which I'm going to make so fucking raw. Just can't wait. Oh, but right now I'm probably gonna be playing this Claire, not this Claire, but this Kylie. I'm trying to get it to like 15 so I can get my next job change. All right, guys, this has been Zekyga. Take care. Have a nice day, and let me just go make this class real quick. I gotta get it. I don't know why. No, I just gotta get him in there. Shucks, look at this. She's so cute. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, that's just fucking sick. I'm gonna call her. What should I call her? You'll find out later on. Alright, see you later, guys.